But this sort of assault on your moral code, as it were,
Yeah.
have you been able to laugh it off? Have you, the first time you had to deal with it, did you feel angry? Did you feel hurt? Did you feel a little bit petrified? Did you feel like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Like, what went through your mind the first time you had to confront it?
Becca, for me, the most important thing was, people, I have seen actors say this in interviews, and I find that's really strange that, I do this because it makes me happy. I am here because of a very big audience.
Yeah.
They've made me. I can't do this if it's not for my audience. So I understand, especially the audience that's seen me do my South Indian cinema, they are conservative. I understand that. I was there myself. I, for 18 years, said I will never kiss on screen.
Yeah, you had a no kissing contract.
I had a no kissing contract.
Well, let's talk a bit about that.
Yeah, for sure.
What made
I'll
you
come
do
to
that?
I mean, see, when I started working, I was 14. So I gave a promise to my parents ki, you know what, I will not do something that makes you uncomfortable. And of course, it's been a while and I have evolved as a person. For me, the biggest thing is, I can't play more characters and more people if I'm not actually evolving as a human being. Mm-hmm. If I'm evolving as a person, I can play more complex, interesting characters on screen.
Sure.
And that is my quest. My quest is not to get defined, because for me, that is death. That is death as an actor. The day
Boredom is death.
Yeah, it is. The moment I feel like, I recently did a film called Bubbly Bouncer, which came out last year.
Yes.
Which was about a female bouncer. Again, a girl in a world which is largely men led. And my next release is going to be in which my character is a cop. So that's the profession that she belongs to. Again, in a man's world. But I think, see, I can do a Bubbly Bouncer, I can do a Love Stories, I can do a G Karda, and I can do another project which is completely
and
different.
that is your repertoire as an actor.
Yeah.
But I think you made an important point that, a lot of people would pretend saying, I do it for myself, I don't care what people think. Of course, trolls are not people and it takes time to get used to that idea. But you're saying that when you were first judged in this way, you were worried.
The thing was, it was a shock for me. I wasn't worried. There's a difference, because I feel like some part of me was aware of what kind of reaction I could possibly get for this, but I just didn't understand the level of misogyny that existed. As I saw that...
And were things really coarse, and was it coarse and awful?
No, it's just to see that what happens is becomes really strange for actors when media starts reporting it. See, a certain app can have random anonymous people talking anything, and that doesn't matter because it's that particular section of the public speaking who has no face. But when the media starts reporting it, then it becomes like it's news. But why would you give that kind of power to random people and make them news? For me, that's
I'm
the problem.
so glad you said it, because, when I was sort of researching before I met you, I saw a bunch of media stories, and what they had done was they had copied and pasted into their copy really misogynistic tweets, right? So you're pretending to be respectable. You're pretending to write a respectable story about, what Tamanna is going through, but actually you're amplifying the poison.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I understand we are in the zone of social media today where everything is everyone's attention spans 15 seconds. So everyone wants a screen grab, which is like, oh, okay, how can I clickbait this?
Yeah.
So I get that, but I just feel like media is very powerful, and I feel like I felt sad that day that that something that's that powerful as a tool is being used really badly.
Will it make you reconsider being sort of, doing a sexualized role on screen the next time?
No, in fact, I feel like when I see like amazing actors that I look up to, like Kate Winslet, she won an Oscar for, The Reader, where she had so much intimacy and she had a lot of very, very graphic, scenes. But you know what happens today? You're a global actor. You're a global citizen, and people are watching your cinema everywhere. We can't half-ass this. We have to make sure that we give authenticity to what we are doing. So if I'm convinced by a story, I'm not the same Tamanna at 15 who started working.
How did your parents feel about it?
You know what? I feel like they've evolved with me.
Yeah.
Which is my biggest success, I think, as a human being. That to be able to have parents and family that has not, in this, हर मर्द के पीछे एक औरत होती है. I feel like behind successful women, there are very broad-minded and strong men. And in my case, it's been my father. And I'm so glad that I didn't come in the peer pressure of, कि औरतें एक टाइम बॉम्ब है, कभी भी फट सकती हैं, अभी उनकी शादी होनी चाहिए, अभी उनके साथ ये होना चाहिए, अभी उनके साथ वो होना चाहिए. That ideology, my dad and my mom never even made me feel that. And that is the reason I grew as an individual, and then my family also grew. And I know for me, for example, for my future, it is the men in your life that actually bring that kind of awareness, that this obsession for a time, like for except for your biological clock, which is literally like scientific to a woman. I think
And now you have frozen eggs and
you
frozen
have
embryos, so
you have
science is
enough.
evolving even in that space.
Even in that space.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, apart from that which is scientific, I feel like a woman should not have these timelines, or any human being should not have these timelines.
I agree.
कि ये टाइम पे ये होना चाहिए, टाइम पे होना चाहिए. I mean, 10th and 12th का fear तो हम सब में था ना, और क्या हुआ? उस रिजल्ट का कौन सा हम कॉपी लेके घूमते हैं?
हाँ, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
But like just the fear
कितना
that
fail
was
होगी
instilled in us. So I think as an artist, you should also be allowed to fail. There should be so much. I think there's not enough emphasis on failure. I think this idea of, and how will an actor find out where they want to be if they don't fail?
I agree. And I think people who don't take risks are very boring, who don't experiment are very boring.